Seriously, Sigma, you're not gonna stop me just by scowling at me, no matter how hard you try. Right, so I like this song a lot better, though we're not gonna be hearing it all too much. There are a lot less standard enemies in this stage, but, as indicated by that door, there are a lot more bosses. First off, we have... Not all armadillos! I've been waiting so long for this. I can finally hit him with his weakness, once he stops rolling anyway. Once you do that, he completely loses his shield, and this battle becomes so much easier. Seriously, look at this idiot just firing shots from his head. Can't absorb anything now, can you? I mean, he can still roll, but this is an easy attack to dodge anyway. I guess the most difficult part of this is it's kinda tricky to hit him while he's firing, because he does it pretty constantly. He doesn't stop, so he can kinda keep you pinned to a wall. Doesn't matter too much, he's still easy. And... fuck you! That felt really good. Well, that's done and over with. So yeah, this is kinda like Mega Man 1 in that they sorta just stuffed most of the bosses in one stage, except they didn't do it at the very last second like they did in Mega Man 1. You don't have to fight them all in a row. Get a little break. And as indicated by those spikes on the ceiling, next is... Stingamelion. So Stingamelion's, I was about to say he's kinda easy, but then he just hit me, but you can't actually get him into a loop. If you hit him with a boomerang, he will do this attack almost constantly, and he'll rarely deviate from it. I think he can, but he won't too often. Of course, I'm kind of screwing up a lot and getting hit by a very easy to dodge attack, so, yeah, totally easy. I just didn't have that health in the first place. Yeah, I dodged all of his attacks, I just came in with some health missing. Yeah, that's the excuse I'll go with. And we move on. And if you want some stuff, then just use the boomerang. I don't think I need it too much, though, so we're moving on. So next up is Spark Mandrill. He's a bit special with his weakness. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know you're my enemy, but that doesn't really excuse this. I'm still very, very sorry. I'm so sorry. I just... Look, I had to show off your weakness, okay? It's not my fault. I swear it's not. Well, that was embarrassing on his part, and we move on to a water section. I guess we have to reprise the water enemies somehow, but, I guess it would keep out humans who want to invade this base. But, you know, how would a human get this far in the first place? I mean, X can just travel underwater indefinitely, so he's A-okay. But of course this is lead-in to Launch Octopus. So here's a stupid idea. He's not weak to Boomerang Cutter, of course. However, you can do something special to him with this weapon. You can chop his arms off, which prevents him from doing his tornado attack, but now he's constantly firing off missiles, which actually makes this battle harder, because he does not stop attacking. Seriously, look at him go, he doesn't stop, he just keeps going. This is a huge waste of rolling shield, jeez. Thank goodness I used his weakness, because seriously. Yeah, that's why you don't use the Boomerang Cutter on Launch Octopus. He just becomes a lot harder. It's kind of a dumb idea. Neat that they put that in there, though. And next off, if you have invincibility, such as Sting Chameleon's charged weapon, then feel free to get that stuff. I'd prefer not to, personally, but whatever. And we just got a bunch of these security guys, which are actually pretty well placed, those lasers, so not a bad setup. And the final Maverick we've yet to fight is, of course, Flame Mammoth. And yet again, we can use the Boomerang Cutter, and it will affect him even though it's not his weakness. This does not make the battle harder, though. You can cut off his trunk, but all this really does is prevent him from using the oil attack, which isn't really much of a threat in the first place, honestly. I mean, I guess it does allow the fire to linger on the treadmill, or conveyor belt rather, but not really much of a problem. That was never a dangerous attack, so unlike Launch Octopus, this doesn't really do much to him at all. You can just kill him with Storm Tornado as you normally would. And all the main Mavericks in the game are dead a second time. And with that, we can move on to the last mini-boss of Sigma's Fortress. This guy also has backstory. See, Sigma was trying to create a gigantic T-Rex robot. However, he only finished the head when Zero discovered the base, and as such, he converted it into a frickin' tank. So, I gotta respect Sigma. That is actually pretty great. He was gonna make a fucking gigantic Mechanaloid, but he's like, oh, fuck, that's not gonna be done in time. It's a tank now, and honestly, this is probably one of the tougher mini-bosses in the fortress, if only because of that little ram attack. Obviously, only the top of his head is weak to, well, anything. The bottom is completely invincible. And speaking of the bottom, yeah, that ram attack is troublesome because if you're even touching the walls, it will stun you. And if you get stunned, you're probably gonna get hit. It's more than likely. This shot seems like it would be difficult to dodge, but it's really not. Just jump over it. It's simple as that. Honestly, that little segment just allows for free hits, and geez, look at that stun time. I swear that the rumbling had stopped, but nope, it was still in effect and it knocked me off. Thankfully, though, he's almost done. And, ooh, of course, 1 health. Ah well, now he's dead. And with that, the final lines of Sigma's defense are gone. And it's time to take on the main man himself in the next stage. Yeah, keep scowling, buddy. It ain't gonna help you. So there is a small area before the last boss, but unlike the original Mega Man, this is just a short segment. We're gonna get right into it. If you die against the next boss, then you can kill those enemies and farm for a bit of life and weapon energy, but that's not gonna be necessary here. And once you see that little thing in the background, it's time. Oh no, he's got a dog! So, the Master of the Mavericks is sicking his dog on me. You know what, I'm definitely insulted by that. So this is Velgarder. He's small, but he is pretty fast, so he's hard to hit. He's got that little pounce attack. Well, he's got 2 different pounce attacks. That pounce attack and the one where he bounces off the wall. He can also fire off electric projectiles and shoot fire in an arc. Other than that, though, he's not got too much. He's fairly quick to kill, so this battle isn't too difficult. And oh look, he got his attack off at the last moment, and he explodes. I can't believe you killed my dog! I mean, excellent job, X! I shall destroy you with the power of copyright infringement! Alright, so Sigma, he's fairly easy. He's got 2 attacks, that wall bounce attack, and he can fire projectiles from his head. He can defend some of your shots, or against some of your shots, rather. Now, this battle is easy if you get into a good pattern. I mean, if you're not in a good position, that attack's hard to dodge, but otherwise, if you do it like this, just get a good rhythm going and you can dodge it fairly easily. I do like that both he and his dog have the sort of similar wall bounce attack. I like to think that he taught his dog to do that. Kinda wish he made his dog wear a little cape like he did. That'd be great. Poor Sigma. He must be really angry over the loss of his dog. Just killed that dog in cold blood even though he sent it after me to try to kill me. And I lost my rhythm. See what I mean? He just does one dash attack to the other side of the room and that screws me over completely. But we're done here. Yeah, try scowling at me now. Oh god damn it, he's still doing it! So Sigma's not done yet. Meet his final form, Wolf Sigma. So you can't hit him from where you are now, so you're gonna have to get on top of one of his hands. Unfortunately, his hands do that, which can knock you off of them. On the bright side, he does lower his hands so you can get on him without having to wall jump. So yes, basically what you're gonna want to do is stay on top of the hand as long as possible, usually by wall jumping, or well, hand jumping I guess, on the side of it. If you do that, you can avoid pretty much all of Sigma's projectiles, but as you can see, that attack is very dangerous. I have that power armor that cuts damage by 50%, and I was almost dead from just a few attacks. So yes, if you don't have that armor, yeah, you're gonna want to make sure you don't get hit. I'm kind of playing sloppy here, so I'm not avoiding many of its attacks, but it's really not too hard. Again, you can stay to the side of his hands, or you can jump off the wall to avoid that attack. But regardless, we are done here! I kinda like how it looks like he has little angry eyebrows drawn on. I can't believe you want me to stop me from destroying all humans! This was totally in good intentions! I don't think his base was that far away from land, or that high up. And suddenly it's nighttime again. Where'd that come from? It was just day a few minutes ago. And now for the dramatic ending, where we explore the deep character that is X. They will never return in the span of a single game, or get their own main series games. Dead forever, totally. Well, you could have not played the game at all, X. That's a possibility. This is basically how every Mega Man X ends, by the way, or at least the original ones. Just stands there, asks himself why he's fighting. He sheds a single tear as he looks upon the destruction that he caused. Could he have done it in some other way? I don't think the X-Buster knows anything. It's a weapon. It's on his hand. Doesn't have thoughts. So yes, Mega Man X, clearly the game with the deepest lore. And we're done with that. And we get the best credits theme ever. This should be the ending theme to everything. And I mean everything. Every Final Fantasy game, every movie, I mean it. Every last thing should end with da 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 da. It's the best song, it really is. And we get to see the best enemy names ever. Thunder Slimer, Lift Cannon, Skyclaw, Death Rogoomer, Dig Labor, Hoganmer, Bat and Bone, Mole Borer, Dodge Blaster, Sign Faller, Slide Cannon, Ladder Yatter, Crackman! And now, in memory of all the Reploids we killed because they were complete bastards. I remember that guy. He told me I was going down. But he went down. And there's Storm Eagle. He was easy. Fuck you, Armored Armadillo. I hate your guts. And your shields. Yes, I certainly remember that guy. Killed the hell out of him. That guy was just rude. Deserved to blow up. I'm so sorry, Spark Mandrill. You deserve better. Oh yeah, Vile exists. Kinda forgot he did after he died easily. And lastly, Zero, who will totally be dead forever. Not gonna come back in the next game. Certainly not. What is he even shooting at? Fuck you, lamppost! I was Mega Man X all along? What a surprise! And now we get the proper credits, which are short, so I'll keep these thoughts short. Good game, Mega Man X, it's great. It's good looking, it's got a pretty good soundtrack overall. I know I said a lot of songs weren't my favorite songs, but they're still pretty solid no matter what. Not really a bad song other than Sigma Stage 2, which wasn't even that bad really. Again, looks nice, good stage design overall, good boss design. I don't really care for the backtracking, because they kind of force you to backtrack. I mean, I think there are ways around that, but it's not nearly as backtrack heavy as some of the later games though, so that's probably why this is one of the most beloved of the X games, if not the most beloved. Plus, I also like the upgrades in this game the best, because they're almost all useful other than the helmet. Unlike the other games where some of them are kinda useless, but yeah, other than that. Oh yeah, good weapons too, I like the boss weapons. But that's just about all there is to it, so I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time for whatever I do next. God, I still need to get a better ending phrase. Jeez. Creepy music, what? Hey X, check this out! I'm doing a sequel hook, and I'm still scowling! Yes, my robot soul is still intact! Don't worry, X, I'll be coming soon for a friendly visit! I'll bring chocolate or something!